You tell him, King Leo, you silly boy.
Found him. Everybody's been asking, but I finally found him. Michael Jenkins.
Yes.
So yeah, we finally have Michael Jenkins on the podcast from the Naruto versus Ichigo clip that went extremely viral on TikTok. So tell us a little bit about yourself, bro.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm from Syracuse, New York. I'm 26. I'm back at school again because my dad convinced me to go back to school and try out one more time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here trying one last time with this college life type of thing. I work in business at home, and I got a girlfriend. I don't know what else to tell you guys about myself. I live alone with 3 cats. I love my cats. I spend most of my time at home watching anime with my cats. So if you ever want to hang out, just call me. I'll be free.
What was the first time like you really enjoyed, like really got into anime? Like what really got you into anime?
Oh wow. So I was one of those kids who would watch. I think it's Tsunami on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Toonami. Oh.
Toonami. Yeah, so I think Toonami is a big start for a lot of us, but like it was funny for me because like my dad's from South Carolina, right? And I'm from Syracuse, New York, and we would visit my grandma, and it would be a 15-hour drive, and we usually would get there early in the morning, and like so I'm pulling in to my grandma's house at like 4 in the morning, and as a little kid I'm like I don't want to go to sleep, and my dad would be like, all right, you can watch something. And every time I would watch something, I'd go to like Cartoon Network, and anime would be on because it's like 6 in the morning. And actually, I don't know if you've ever seen the Naruto movie where they're like at the beach. That is the first anime anything I've ever saw. Yeah, so that movie is what really got me, like the whole scene of like Naruto losing his leg and then having to like get on the prince's like back and like that, just the way that whole scene and like the nine-tailed fox getting to see that, love at first sight, and I haven't been able to put it down since. So that would be how I first got into anime.
Yeah, no, that's great, bro. As far as the movies go, my first anime movie was probably Fusion Reborn, the Dragon Ball movie. With they first.
What was the bad guy for that? What was the bad guy?
It would have been Janemba. The demon. I don't know if he was the king. I know he was like a demon lord or something like that. But it was Janemba the Red. The pinkish, purplish red.
He was like a lizard dude, right? Yes, I do remember watching it. Bro, I remember watching that actually, and I got done with it, and that is like the only Dragon Ball movie that I was just like, I don't understand anything that just went on, but I liked it.
It was cool. It was, I don't know if it was one of the first, like, I know it wasn't one of the first ever ones, but it was probably around one of the first ever ones before they started actually like following an actual story, trying to make it all canon. Because it is one of the
They did used to do that. Yeah, you know what? That's crazy. Like, I love to think about that. Like, the anime world has changed so much.
Yeah.
And, like, I have a little sister. She's actually 10 years younger than me. And just, like, listening to, like, what she thinks and, like, how she feels about anime and how I feel is just so totally different. It's, like, actually funny. She cares more about, like, the emotions of characters. And I've never had a conversation with another anime fan like that. Like when she talks about like what she likes and what she dislikes about an anime, one of the first things she always talks about is like, I don't like how they showed their emotions or how they got through something. It's not realistic. And like with newer anime, like that's what she focuses on. And me, I was like, bro, I just like the hands.
I just like to see who's boxing and who's about to lose.
Yeah,
like
basically. And she's all like deep into it, like, oh, I need more depth from this character in there. And I'm like, depth? Nigga, that nigga bite him.
He's beating him up. This is all we care about.
That's all we cared about, bro.
Yeah, so what? So we're talking about youth and anime. So how do you feel about how people view anime now from when you were growing up to where it was more niche and it was less common to like enjoy anime to now to where everybody, even people that maybe bullied you for it before,
Yeah, that's funny you said that about the bullying thing. I was a smart kid in high school, and I kept my likes to myself. So I didn't really tell people I liked anime. And, you know, that was also the time when, like, people would run around school with, like, the Naruto like run,
Naruto.
and you're like, and people are like, I'm sitting there like, it's actually pretty good form, but I'm not gonna tell nobody that, So I think it's funny because like again, bringing up my little sister, it's normal for them. First off, to like anime, and like when we were kids, I feel like it wasn't normalized. It was definitely something you got made fun of. And being such a small group of people before, like I think anime creators got away with a lot of stuff, if I'm being honest, like Mr. Popo. like we all love Dragon Ball Z, but then when you bring up Mr. Popo, you're like, oh shit. Or like when you're watching Hell's Paradise or One Piece next to your girlfriend and their titties keep coming up and you're just like, listen, this is not why I watch it. Like I swear this is not why it's for the plot. It's for the plot. You're right. Until you see the 12th set of boobs and your girlfriend's like, yeah, it's not for the plot. And you're like, okay. So I just think it's funny that like with my sister's generation, I feel like anime creators are under more scrutiny to actually like represent Black culture and every culture a little bit better than it used to be. And like I think, because have you ever heard that Disney was racist?
Yeah, I have heard a lot about Walt Disney being racist.
He was really racist. He hated Black people. If you look at like the history of Disney, like almost everything that they did was blackface. And it's like when you look back at old anime sometimes, you can't help but notice the blackface and the other racial just put down of Black people in general. So like I gotta say that like one thing that I like about the changing of like the whole generations is like my little sister watches Geku Gaka, whatever it's called. Right. And she's got like all these positive Black characters to look up to. And it's like really dope to see that change. And I am just really excited to see how animes do that in the future. Because I think it will be more of a standard to not do stuff like that. And I think it was okay just because of the time they brought up. I'm not going to go back and tell Odin, like, change One Piece. And I can't think of the dude's name, but I'm not going to tell the dude who wrote Dragon Ball Z to go back and change Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? It was written the way it was written. I think Master Roshi's nosebleeds are going to make me cry laughing until I'm, like, dead. You know what I mean? So there is, like, a love for that type of, like, art style. But, like, at the same time, I am really happy to see stuff like Geku. I cannot pronounce that shit to save it. But like with that show, you got the head cleaner being Black. You got the secretary chick being Black. You got Jabba, who is like one of the most popular characters in anime right now, in my opinion. Like he's Black, and it's like a positive character. Like Jabba is dumb strong. And he's not even like a hierarchy, like he's just dumb strong for no reason. So like it's cool to see anime creators like kind of lean in that direction when they didn't in the past. But
and I feel like this also ties into what we had talked about before, where you were saying that you've never been around like so many people that enjoy anime as much as you do, especially that being
Black people. Like I haven't been around Black people like this in my life, and like I think the what's it called, the love for it from the Black community is constantly growing, and it wasn't in the past. Maybe it was a little bit more stagnant, and it's just exploding right now, and I love to see that. So
so how does it feel now to be around people that are just like you, Black people that love the same things that you love, like anime and like video game, like a bunch of just nerd stuff?
It's like it's kind of fun. And it's cool because like I kind of understand white kids growing up now. And like I get to argue, but know that I'm not fighting with you. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people wanted me to come on because of that video of me arguing with that kid. Me and him talk and text all the time. That's one of my first friends that I made here. Right? So like that argument of us went for 4 days straight. I'm so serious. It went 4 days straight over text messages. That's the first time we ever texted. And then after that, we've just been cool. And now like it's like I just text him on like a random occasion. I'll be like, yo, did you see this that came out? And they'll be like, yeah. Did you watch this video? Yeah. Hey, remember we were talking about this? Yeah. And you know, like actually we'll call each other sometimes just to be fun and like be like, hey, who do you think's winning with this and this? And we'll just pick two random names, and then we'll just go at it for an argument for like an hour or two, and then we'll be like, all right, man, it was good talking to you. It was good talking to you. Like, and that's like something I never had back home. So it's really nice to be around other people like me.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. Especially because I feel like, especially in anime, community is probably like the biggest thing that you could have, and it's one of the most powerfulest things that you could have. And I also remember you said there was like a couple of other things that you wanted to talk about.
Yes. I wanted to talk about like what are you excited for this season? I want to know like what animes have you waiting every week for their new episode to drop, and just compare, because like I feel like I'm missing so many good ones if I'm being honest. Yeah. And like right now all I'm watching is JJK season 3. Yeah. Like I've been consumed with it. Booming. Like I said earlier before we got on here, Furin, bro, I didn't even want to watch that after the second episode, and somebody at the gym is like, bro, dude, just get past the third episode.
I've heard about Furin. Before I was watching Delicious and Dungeon. And they were like, if you like this, they were like, you're going to love Frieren. And I was like, I've never heard of Frieren. And they were telling me about it. And then I started seeing it on like TikTok and everywhere. And I was like, okay. So it's in my watch list, but I might have to move it up. But for shows that I am mainly excited for, Steel Ball Run is definitely one of them. JoJo's. Yeah, you can go in and look at it. Yeah, bro, it's the I think it's either part 7 or part 8 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Have you seen any of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
You're gonna get really upset with me to the point that you're gonna kick me off.
I'm actually gonna get excited. That means I can tell you all about it.
Yes, you can tell me all about it because I have never been a JoJo's fan. Bro, I have seen like so you ever watch an anime but you didn't watch it? It was on your TV. It played. You got through all the episodes, but you didn't really watch it. The very first JoJo, JoJo Adventures, the first one, I watched it because like I looked up what the first one. Watched it on the TV. Didn't really pay attention. I know that there was like some dude his dad adopted, and that ended up being his like.
If you think that Lex Luthor or if Reverse Flash is like the biggest hater in fiction, just watch it. Just watch JoJo's. Or like Shredder is the biggest hater in fiction. Just watch JoJo's.
This guy is
Dio is like the worst. He's the biggest hater ever. It's so
really?
Bad. The biggest hater ever. Like out of everybody, I think Dio takes like the #1 spot for like the
biggest hater.
Bro. The stuff he does in the show is actually crazy. Like this nigga is the hater for like, because I know he's the main villain for like up to part 3.
Okay.
And he's literally like a whole generation of Joe Stars niggas, just like a whole. It's actually bad, bro. It's terrible. But didn't
he get adopted by that dude's dad?
Yes,
and he's gonna hate on him the whole time. That's bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I think I saw a video of them like arguing about it, and that's what had me tight, bro. Because he was like, "My dad took care of you," and he's like, "Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you." It doesn't matter. I literally just came here. I know y'all had a bunch of money. I'm just here.
Right? Yeah. Nah, that's awful, bro. That's so awful.
It's wild, bro. But Steel Ball Run, definitely. Right. Dr. Stone, I'm excited for that next season. It's supposed to be coming out in April. I just saw that last night. Dorohedoro. I don't know if you saw that one. That one's more of like a niche one. Too many people don't watch that one. It's on Netflix. It's about a lizard, man. His name is Kaiman.
Oh, he bite people's head off?
Yes.
I've watched it. I couldn't think of the name at first, but that is so good. That's another one if you get past the first couple episodes. You gotta get past the first couple episodes because it's boring the first couple episodes and you're sitting here like, what the fuck am I watching?
That's what I'm saying.
But once you understand what kind of world they're in and the wizards and everything, and then like where they left us off at?
Yeah, it was green.
Has me tight, bro. Because she was tight with him the whole time. And then they get to the end of I'm like, bro, this not a popular enough show to be leaving niggas on like that.
Like, y'all literally, they went on like a fat, because I started that one back in high school.
Yeah.
And now we're just getting the green light for a second season.
I can't stand when that was too good of a show, or maybe like too bad of a show to leave on such a cliffhanger because there's a chance that they might never pick it back up.
Exactly.
You know, and that's scary to me because I don't want to be left. Like, at least write the book. I'll read the book. I seriously would read the book on that one. So, yeah, that's why you brought that one up. That is a really low. Like nobody knows about that one. No one knows about that one.
Because I looked, I was like, Doro's coming out with a second season. I was like, wait, seriously? And I was like,
So they actually did greenlight already.
yeah,
Okay,
there's
all
green
right.
light for a second season of Doro.
That would be good.
I do have to watch Vigilantes. I just heard they came out with
Whoa, you haven't watched season 1 of Vigilantes? Okay.
I haven't seen season 2 though, but I have seen season 1.
I was about to be more surprised than you when you heard me say I haven't seen Gear 5 yet.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen Gear 5. I was like, why everybody?
The whole internet seeing Gear 5, bro.
Super, they were saying, oh my god, this is the best thing we got since Super Saiyan Goku. And I was like, hold on.
Yeah. One Piece is my favorite anime,
Yeah.
but like I will die on the hill that Goku can beat anybody. And if you're gonna give like Batman prep time,
Yeah.
give Goku a sensu bean, he's beating anybody.
That's
give Goku a sensu bean, there's nobody who's beating him, bro.
People, they're not ready for that. Because, see, I know we go through the whole Saitama, the One Punch.
Bro,
and-
Saitama can. Never mind. I'm not even gonna state that.
Get into it,
Bro, One Punch Man is a great anime. It's lovely to watch. I love watching it. He's getting pimp slapped by any MC outside of his universe. I'm sorry.
That's the theory,
I'm sorry.
bro, because I remember I was talking to Tinsley, the dude I was telling you about earlier. I was talking to him and I was like, you feel me? Like Saitama, he's powerful in his world, but if he goes outside any other world, that gimmick of One Punch is dead.
It's so dead. It's so dead, bro. I mean, like, the fact that he's a one-punch kill man, but he can't even planetary... Like, I don't see him one-punching the Earth.
Exactly.
He hasn't even come close to a feat that shows me he can one-punch the Earth. And every other MC that people like to argue him against, it's like, bro, they have literally destroyed a planet or two on accident.
Well, they have the potential.
Or they have the potential to, bro. And it's like, I'm not even going to put Krillin up against him. I put... What's the little white dude that runs around with Tien? Yes, bro. Yes, Chaozu, bro. Chaozu could fucking beat One Punch Man, in my opinion, bro. He can't even fly. Chaozu can fly. You can't even beat Chaozu in that. Like, he can fly. Literally, Chaozu can fly. One Punch Man can't even fly, and you're going to tell me that he can fight aliens from different universes that can't fly as well?
Yeah.
None of these aliens can fly once they get out of the... Yeah, nah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is one of those shows that it's really hard to put any character up against anybody from Dragon Ball. Because, I mean, the nigga... Even the weakest people from Dragon Ball
are ridiculous.
Yeah, they're just crazy. They
are
beat
ridiculous.
People from other verses.
Well, I don't think the average anime person. I shouldn't even say anime fan. I'm gonna say anime person because like I feel like we're anime fans and we watch things just to watch them and know about them, right? And then there's people who like I like Naruto, so I watched Naruto, and that's it. Like I didn't go, and then like I needed someone to literally push something down my throat to watch it after that. So for us, like real like anime fans, like I don't feel like anybody who can't destroy a universe should even be brought up in a conversation against a Saiyan. If you can't manipulate realities, don't talk to me about beating Goku or Vegeta.
Yeah,
like no offense, but like if you're actually a normal person that just wants to put up hands.
Yeah.
No, Goku and Vegeta, unstoppable, in my opinion.
Nah, that's fair. I feel that. That's I can't think of really too many duos in anime that could really go up against Goku and Vegeta and actually come out like with a W. Oh, let me see. What other?
You can think for a second. Yeah, actually, like go ahead, think for a second because like I'd love for someone to actually try. And it's like whenever people like do this too, it's like they go into so much depth of like they have. What is it when you're not good or you're not there yet, but you'll get there?
Well, like the word for it?
Yeah, the word for it.
Is it? It's not training.
Oh no! You're. God, why can't I think of the word?
It's not intermediate.
No. When I get this word, I'm feel so embarrassed. Potential. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. Potential. When people start talking about they're gonna fight Goku, I always hear somebody say, well, they have the potential to do this. They have the potential to do this, but they never want to talk about what the potential is of Goku. And like when you think about it, Goku has shown you guys Ultra Instinct in base form, and he has not used Kaioken. Yeah. So if you put Super Saiyan 3, not even Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3 with Ultra Instinct and Kaioken, please tell me somebody who's beating that.
Like, I can't. Like, I'm trying because I was gonna throw out Naruto and Sasuke. But I'm like Naruto, like, he's barely scratching the planet. He's barely scratching the planet. Bro. Like, he's
Don't do this to me again. Don't do this to me again, bro. Not with the Naruto people. And if you're gonna say anyone from Naruto, it better be a six path. It better be a six path. It has to be a six path. It's not even like Naruto or Sasuke are good. It has to be someone like farther back that has, like, who's the old dude? The stage of the six paths.
Oh yeah, the six.
You literally have to be a god.
Yeah, but see, even the
In Naruto.
the six paths Naruto wasn't destroying planets because he destroyed the planet in the movie, and that was him in his what? The
Wait, did he even destroy it, or did he just put a hole in it? Yeah, I was about to say he put a hole in it, and like, let's just talk about that. Like, you didn't even damage it or destroy it; he damaged it. So that's a difference.
I mean, like, that's what my thing is, and then people like want to bring in Baryon mode, but what did that really even do? Like,
didn't he lose? No offense, but didn't he lose in Baryon mode? I don't want to be like that guy.
He didn't lose, but
he didn't win. He didn't win. It wasn't a defining win. You know what I'm saying? So if he's got a power that didn't even really win in his universe, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like piggyback off of the video that everybody saw me in, bro. Ichigo at the end of his like anime, he is changing reality.
Yeah.
Goku at the end of Dragon Ball Super at this current moment is best friends with the only person who can do that with realities, and he's training basically to become someone who is can't be affected by reality manipulating people. So by the time he's done with Super's training, in my opinion, Goku will be able to manipulate reality. Yeah. At least he should be able to. You know what I mean? It is I feel like that's a fair estimate of his potential. People like to talk about it. It's like when you give Batman his 50 hours of prep time. Like I said, give Goku his sensu bean, give him his 2 days of prep time or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And put it on a tournament and say if you lose, you know, the universes get destroyed. And I bet you, right? I bet you, Goku changes his whole atmosphere and goes off, and there's nobody who's stopping him. But people love to say, Goku can beat so easily. One Punch Man can beat him. Naruto can beat him. Who else have I heard people say that can beat?
For Ichigo, some people even say Luffy.
I mean, Ichigo is a fair fight, see, because he's a reality manipulating person, and a lot of people dumb down Ichigo because, I mean, when you look at him, he doesn't seem like much, and he never uses it altogether, which is very annoying. You know what I mean? He really never comes to his full potential, but Ichigo is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Who did you say right after I said that?
I was getting ready to say Baki, but
Baki?
Yes, people have. It's crazy.
No one said that. I ain't shooting you. I'm just asking you. No one said Baki. Really?
They did, I swear.
I've heard like fusions of Baki characters with other people who actually have superpowers. Conversation. But just normal Baki?
Baki versus Goku, all power. Yes. It gets bad, bro. I don't know. Sometimes, like, because sometimes I'll be like, do I even want to argue this? Or are they, like, trying to rage bait me? Because I can't really tell.
I mean, I think anybody who starts off a conversation with, like, Marvel versus anime is a rage baiter. Oh. like whenever somebody's like, Superman could beat him, it's like,
yeah, I don't.
Okay, he gets powered up by the sun. What happens at night? What happens at night? Goku can go Super Saiyan at 12 o'clock at night. Can Superman? No, he cannot. You know what I mean? Like, you think Goku's just going to let him fly to the sun and power up? Like,
well, yes.
Personality-wise? Yeah, personality-wise. I've heard that, too. People will use that against Goku. They're like, well, personality-wise, Saiyans will let people get to their strength. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Out of all your arguments, that's your best one, unfortunately. It really is, because they do stupid shit like that.
Goku,
he will definitely let that nigga power out. So would Vegeta.
Yes, Vegeta would just do it and get absolutely freaking.
Time out. Does that make Gohan the technical strongest?
He's the strongest in the anime right now. In the manga right now, yeah, because of Beast Mode.
I thought it was equal.
Well, no, because Toriyama, before he passed away, got arrested. So
yeah,
he stated that Gohan, as far as known as the Black Frieza, Frieza technically is the strongest character.
I know he is. I know he is. I wish it was bullshit.
But hey, that panel, that double punch.
I'm not even gonna lie though, like that is, he does scare me. Like Frieza in general scares me. Like Goku is kind of insane for letting that nigga live because
I had to kill him, bro.
bro, I would have had to kill that nigga after Gold Frieza because like everything he was saying during that arc was straight fat. He said, I ain't never tried in my life. I ain't never picked up a weight. And the one time I do, I caught y'all in a month. That nigga needs to die, bro. That nigga needs to die, bro. Frieza's growth is just insane, bro. That you got a better chance of arguing that Frieza could beat Goku in my head than you have like with other people outside of Dragon Ball Z. Like the people inside of Dragon Ball Z have a better chance of beating Goku, even though they never do. You know what I mean? Like they have a way better chance, in my opinion, than like the most people want to put up against him, like Baki.
Yeah,
Baki.
I'm still shocked by that one. But what what new age anime have you seen that you're really like enjoying right now?
Are we excluding JJK?
Nah, JJK is definitely great.
I gotta say that my crown is sitting on JJK. It was My Hero Academia. I was dying on the hill that My Hero Academia was like the greatest anime of its generation, and then we got to this last season, and it's like, okay, well, I'll never talk about MHA again. Like it was that bad to me. So JJK is definitely my top one. That's just like I can't miss an episode. I don't know if you saw episode 4 of season 3 where Maki just went insane.
I haven't, but
oh my gosh,
yeah, no, I haven't.
She moonwalks on blood. Like that. I'll just leave it at that. The bitch moonwalks on blood. It was honestly like very heart, like tug. Like it tugs in your heartstrings. Like it's very emotional. New age animes do a way better job of that, I guess, of showing that emotional side. So Maki had me crying a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It was a good episode. Yeah, it was a good episode. And then like Hell's Paradise is really fucking picking up. And I did not expect Hell's Paradise to do as good as it is, especially because it was like fearing for me. I kept putting it off. I was like, I'm not watching this.
I gotta watch Fearing. I got to.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And like, I'm not even gonna lie, you could do it in a weekend. I did last weekend. That's what I'm saying.
It came out already, or it's still on the?
Not season 2. Season 1. I just finished season 1 by myself. I don't know when season 2 comes out, but like, it's one of those animes. Like when it comes out, I'll be happy.
Yeah. I think it did. That one got greenlit too. That was a greenlight.
Yes, it's definitely greenlit. We're talking about greenlit. Black Clover.
Yo, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. How sad were you when they stopped making it the first time? Because
I was devastated.
Yeah.
Because people were telling me, they was like, bro, you might as well just read the manga. I was like, bro, no, they're going to.
No, they got to. Yeah, they got to.
Like, they're not just going to leave us like this. Like, the niggas just got took, and you're telling me they're just going to go on a fat hiatus and just make the manga and nothing else?
Bro, I swear, like, Black Clover, when they first started saying they're not going to, like, finish it, that was, like, compared to Hunter x Hunter, because no anime is more of a disappointment than Hunter x Hunter. I will die on that hill too. If anybody ever wants to argue me in that one, yeah, bring it on. Because there's not a more perfect world that is just sitting there not being used. Like just whenever I like look it up, like it just makes me more sad. Like your wife is literally the writer of Sailor Moon. Just let her finish it. Just let her finish it, bro. I'm so serious. Like we were holding out hope that you were gonna be healthy and come back, and that would have been great if you could have. But homie, if you're gonna die, please.
Everybody's saying his wife should just finish it.
Please.
Which I feel like she should. 'Cause I mean, yes, she's the illustrator and the writer for Sailor Moon, so she might as well just go ahead.
She'll be fine.
Carry on the list.
She'll be fine. There's enough information, in my opinion, that he should have been able to leave her with.
Yeah.
That she only has to fill in a couple of blanks.
Yeah.
She has to maybe come up with a couple stories, and other than that, she just gotta follow the bookprint that this man already left. I just want to know what's on that dark continent, bro.
So when we first found out that he was going on the fat hiatus because of his back problems, did you see the ending that he gave to us? Did you see that?
The fake one?
No, the real, like the ending that he wrote out, that if he dies, this is the ending that we're going to get for Hunter x Hunter.
Okay? I actually think I did, but like I don't. There's a couple endings that I heard about, if I'm being honest. Like, one's Gon, he's old, he's got a grandson. Okay. All right, yeah. So then I did, yes.
That's the one about his grandson or granddaughter. It just starts over, basically.
Yeah, nah, that's stupid. In my opinion, I think that one's stupid. Like, I don't want that to be the ending. If I'm gonna be honest, like, I think this is gonna be kind of hard to say. I think Gon should die in his own story.
Ooh, dang.
I think Hunter x Hunter is one of the only stories where I think him actually dying at the end would be fulfilling to everybody because we still have Killua.
True.
And it would almost be like you could say that the whole story was Killua talking to like his grandchild, telling him about his best friend, the strongest man that ever lived, something like that. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, like you just said, just to see the same thing over and over again, I don't really want to see that. If he does get the same type of stuff that his great grandfather get, then these niggas are gonna live forever. Yeah. So I don't want to hear about that. You know what I mean? I rather honestly hear about a feat that he completed, maybe with his dad's help, maybe with his great grandfather's help, or not. Maybe it's by himself. Maybe it kills his dad and his grandpa before he gets a chance, and then he does it, and then dies after. But I don't think I want to see it just the cycle.
Yeah, no,
you know,
cycle
that's a cop out.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I'm about to die, so I'm just gonna have y'all repeat the story and
right.
think what's gonna happen. Like, no, I don't want that. I do think that actually would be interesting to see Killua talking to his grandchild, and then it being like we're watching Gon, like the past of Gon's story, and seeing like how he became like the greatest hunter or something like that. Actually, would
right? I mean, on top of that, like when you think about the storyline, like Killua's family has always been like iffy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it would be beautiful to see his family blossom into something a little bit more family related. And then not that Gon's family wasn't like beautiful, but it was still a family. Right. You know, like before he left, his aunt and his grandma were still like a family. His family's like really normal. They're not mass murderers. Yeah. You know, so like it'd be kind of cool to see Killua's family kind of change and take a new direction from the Zoldic's past of evilness, and then kind of like Gon's family kind of decease in a way. And again, that's sad. Yeah. But I think seeing an MC die and it not be like Attack on Titans might be nice.
I was just about to ask I was going to ask you, because I did a video on AOT, and a lot of people did not like it. I said I felt like AOT should have ended after they found the ocean. A lot of people did not agree with me on that. How do you, like, what do you think? What do you think about AOT?
Okay, AOT is a well, all right. I think the ending. See, here's the thing actually about AOT is like when you're first watching it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, exactly. This shit don't make no damn sense. Yeah. And every episode I get left on a ledge. Yes. But then once you start to figure it out, the joy and happiness I had that like by like season 3 episode like 10, I called everything that happened in season 4. Yeah. Like not saying that I'm like a mind reader, but like I felt like from my detective skills of watching the first half of it, I was like, Aaron has to know what was happening the whole time. Right. You know what I mean? And then you rewatch it, you start watching it. So it was kind of beautiful to see all that, but I think it was just it was a good ending. It just was sad. Like that's really all I have to say. I think it was a good ending. I think it was sad. I think it had to happen because of the way everything, because what else was going to stop their hatred for these type of people unless they saved them? You know what I mean? And then someone has to be the bad guy. So Aaron ended up being the bad guy, and then like he ended up talking to them. I don't know. I think it was actually it wasn't a bad ending. I mean, I can't disagree. Like I wouldn't have been upset if they ended it after they found the ocean, because it would have made a little bit more sense. Or it would have been okay with them not having to fight with a bunch of other humans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was really sad that it turned out to be just this manipulation of government and information instead of just being like they were fighting against the end of the world. It was just sad. Like that's what I would say. Like I guess if they did end it at the water or ended it in a different way, I would have been happy with it. Yeah. But I mean, I guess it made sense for the anime. It was just sad. Yeah.
Yeah, only thing with it, I felt like it should have ended the ocean, because when I found out that like we're basically basically watching the AOT anime while the other characters are basically watching the same anime.
Right.
And that's why I felt like it should have ended the ocean, because before we got into the whole going back in like the past and like going to the future and stuff like that, their main goal was to see what was beyond the wall.
Right.
And I was content with seeing them finding what was beyond
the wall. Right,
yeah, I was content with that. But then we started getting in, the whole story just changed, and then having Aaron's whole character change from wanting to take out the Titans to then wanting to destroy the world, I'm just like, I don't understand what we're trying to be free from anymore.
Do you think he really wanted to destroy the world?
I don't. I personally think that he wanted to be free from himself.
Okay.
Rather, with him saying he wanted to be free, I feel like he wanted the whole thing to stop. But I feel like instead of him dying, that they could have shifted it to a whole different way, like having him go against what his future self his past self wanted his future self to do.
So you're saying like it would have been kind of cool to see like Aaron fight himself through the that actually is kind of cool. Wait. That actually is kind of cool.
Like, him fight himself through like the whole
that would have been kind of cool, and then trying to figure out a better way to do it. His past self wanted to do instead of just doing it would have been kind of cool.
What his what the future, what his future self wanted.
Do you think that they would have caught the heat of like that's not realistic? Because I think every big AOT fan is like, oh well, I love it because of how realistic it is, because that's what a human being actually would have done. And like when I think of it from that mindset, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess like I probably would do the same thing. And like there's a clear moment in the anime where you see him go from this angry kid who wants to know about the world to like this depressed, all-knowing human.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. What you just said actually made me I really would like to see that. That is really cool. That is a really good take. Damn. Instead of the way they did it. Yeah, and then they didn't have to go with all the sad shit that they did. Yeah, and he could have lived.
With them. And then, I mean, he would have been still the hero protagonist instead of going around and being like a whole anti-hero and whole thing. But
personally, I kind of felt like the what's it called? If we make the Germans the Aaron's people.
Was that Marley?
Marley?
Yeah, Marley.
No, Marley's would be the Jews, technically. Right? Wouldn't they technically be the Jews?
Yeah, Marley would be, because the Marley was the ones with the Titans.
Right. So
Paradise?
I don't know.
Because in Paradise with the devils?
Whoever was the military force that was sending the Titans back to the planet, to the island, right?
I know.
I think their existence and the way they were acting puts a damper on everybody. But I think everybody like their heart or their emotions towards the anime went downward because that like kingdom was in that, like that, just seeing that like same racial, like being black, you know what I mean, just watching that, it was like it's like
we don't really have in AOT, to be honest, it's not a lot of black representation at all. Like, we got that one guy, and they don't even know he's black. They're looking at him.
I didn't know what he was either, bro.
He's just like, because I'm darker, I'm just darker than most, and like I'm just like, bro, what the heck is this? But
we haven't gotten around to that racism yet.
No, they haven't really.
We don't like him, but like we're gonna leave him there until now because there's big giants right now. And when we get rid of them, we'll go back to hating them. But right now, we need to work together. That's kind of how I felt though watching it. Like it's like all the human problems were tossed out the window because we got these giants in the world, and it's like,
Yeah, because there are Titans in there.
I mean, but overall, I think AOTR wasn't bad.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, the ending wasn't. I didn't fully hate it, but I just would have personally just wanted them to maybe shift it to what I just said.
To what you just said. I think that would have been a way better ending, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Maybe we should take their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because like I did not think about that until now, but that is like, bow.
Cause no, I didn't fully hate it.
No, me either. You know what I mean? Like I definitely couldn't like keep my eyes off of it for the first 2 seasons. Like I don't know if anybody ever wants the blueprint of how to keep people like interested. Watch the first 2 seasons of AOTR because like I have never been so curious about what the fuck is gonna happen in the next 20 minutes than like when I was watching the first 2 seasons of AOTR before it actually got popular and became a mainstream anime.
How do you feel about mainstream anime now?
It's not their fault. It's not the anime's fault that it's mainstream.
Yeah.
It's not the anime community that it's mainstream. Naruto became a mainstream anime. Just plain Naruto became a mainstream anime, and I personally think it's I think it's accessibility. If I'm being honest, like when people say I watched Naruto, and you ask them why, it's because they had a Netflix account.
Yeah.
And they went on anime, and every other anime was in Japanese except for like Naruto, 200 episodes of like One Piece. What else? And I think maybe a season of Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Oh yeah, that was around.
Right, like back in the day when anime first started popping, and then like I would love to actually I should do some research on this because I don't even know what really happened in the world that made everybody start watching Naruto. Do you remember what it was?
For me personally, because I did do an episode on this.
Yeah.
I feel like it was mainly with music. Because I kind of tied music into
Uzi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bird,
Yes.
Playboy Cardi.
You're right. Yes. My favorite artist.
She also, and a lot of other various artists.
Thank you,
Juice
Megan
WRLD,
Stallion.
X.
Ski
They all
Mask.
came out and was like,
You're right.
they like anime.
Correct.
And then people just started.
It was music.
Jumping
It was
away.
Definitely music. It was definitely music. And you know what? You just reminded me of everything. Because now I remember, bro. No, because like literally Lil Uzi said something about like one anime, and I come to school, and next thing you know, everybody's singing that exact line, and I'm like, do you even know who you're talking about?
No, they don't.
And they're like, no.
They don't. They
No.
just heard Lil Uzi saying, they're like, okay, I like this too. I'm like, bro,
And then you're like, go watch Naruto, and then they come back and they're like, dude, this show's awesome, and you're like,
I've been telling you this whole time.
you know the kid you was making fun of last year? That was right. that was me. No, but like literally, that's the show he was. That's why he loves it so much.
Yeah.
Because when you guys made fun of him and he went home crying, like the only thing that kept him alive is literally Naruto. And it's like, it's crazy now that you guys are watching this. It's like, oh, this is such a good show. It's not stupid, emotional. I've been trying to tell you that it's not a cartoon for 15 years, bro. Like,
I can't stand when people, cause see, okay, people call other shows like adult animation, or they call it animation, but you call anime a cartoon or a children's show or a cartoon.
Family Guy's not a cartoon, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Family Guy's not a cartoon, though.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all know Family Guy, King of the Hill, American Dad.
Which are stupid. Like, no offense to the people who like them, and like I have friends who will die on the hill that that's all they'll watch. And I, bro, I'm so serious. It's crazy. Like my one friend, for the reasons that he gives, it's valid. Family Guy is very political.
Yeah.
Even though it's retarded, it's very political.
Yeah.
It's always taking shots at politicians and stuff like that. So that's like kind of why he likes it. Yeah. Same thing with what's the other one that's very political? South Park. South Park. Very political, always taking shots at people. That's kind of why he likes them, right? But then again, there's stuff like King of the Hill, American Dad, and all these other stuff that's like, bro, have you watched more than 5 episodes of them shits? There's no storyline. It's just random sex, drugs, anything I can shove in your face for 15 minutes to keep you interested. And it's like, you watch that and then you compare it to like an episode of Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, whatever you want, and you have the nerve to come and tell me that my show is childish. I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Like, okay.
Nah, it's terrible because, bro, growing up, like, that's all I've heard. People would be like, yo, you watch that weird kid crap. I'm like,
oh my God. Yeah, why are you making fun of me for what I want to watch, first off? And then it's weird kid crap. It's not even made for kids. If you watch more than an episode, you'll realize it's not made for kids. It's not.
I wouldn't put my baby cousin in front of a TV and be like, here, watch this whole series of High School DxD. I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
hell nah. Hell nah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yo, no, that's funny, bro. No, because like, and that's the thing is like they don't even understand that like it's not all just you know what I mean? Like there's food animes, there's love animes, there's relationship animes, there's life animes. Like there's literally animes that will teach you lessons in life that you will never learn from any show you ever put on in America. And like you could genuinely put your kids in front of anime, and then when you talk to them again, they're gonna be a grown adult.
Yeah.
And I know this for a fact because this happened with my little sister. Like when I first put her on the anime, she still did like the goo goo gaga talk. I'm so serious. And then like literally I think like a year after that, the things that she would bring up, I don't like. There's the only way you know this is because you watch anime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only reason why you know emotional intelligence is because of anime. And it's funny because then you go to like around other kids who watch Family Guy, who watch SpongeBob, who watch other cartoons, and it's like they have no emotional intelligence. They have no sense of the room around them, the people around them. They don't know what struggle is. You know what I mean? They don't know what hardship is.
Yeah.
They have no clue what they're supposed to do when they lose. You know, I lost. I guess I quit, right? No, that's not what you do. You get back up and you try again. And you learn that from anime. You don't learn that from Paw Patrol?
That's exactly, like, that's what I'm saying, because I remember I was talking to one of my teachers, and I was talking about how I feel like anime is a good source of therapy because it teaches you so much. And it can even teach you things in life that you probably would have never thought of. But so many people, they try to like keep their kids away from it because they're like, oh,
there's boobs.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
There's boobs.
It's appropriate for you. Oh, they're fighting. That's blood.
There's
Why
boobs.
don't you go outside and go play with your friends? Or why don't you get into some other type of activity? Because, like, for me, before I got into sports, like, I guess I wasn't that kid that was, like, really into, like, all that other stuff. Like, of course I like to go outside and play like the next person.
Right.
But I was more into, like, the pop culture kind of stuff, like anime or, like, video games, like the nerdy type thing.
Yeah.
And my parents, like, my mom, she never really tried to keep me away from that kind of stuff. But there are some kids' parents that they want to keep them away from that kind of stuff, but they don't really realize that this is probably saving your kid, or this is probably a saving grace for your child.
Well, I think, like, so my girlfriend, she's got nieces that are, like, really young. They love Bluey. Their parents had to stop letting them watch Bluey because they noticed that, like, watching it taught them bad things, right? And because, like, every episode, Bluey does something wrong, and then throughout the episode, they learn how to correct it. But, again, they're showing the wrong actor first, and they're like, emphasizing that, like, when you make these type of mistakes, which aren't really mistakes, they're more of just like tantrums and attitude issues.
Yeah, small things.
Small things that don't really need to be taught on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They actually internalize the bad habit and then just use it in real life. And then, like, something I noticed, like, with my little sister, though, is that she was aware of things that other little kids weren't aware of because of what she was watching in anime. She was aware of the world around her because of the stuff that she was. She understood what a Master Roshi was.
Yes.
As crazy as that is, my little sister knew when an old dude is giving her a pervy look and when there's just a normal old dude. And, like, stuff like that gets taught in anime and it doesn't get taught in Bluey.
Exactly.
And that's just, like, I'd love to harp on that. It's just, like, that's, like, a clear example of just how they...
And that's the thing. That's why I say that, like, anime is bigger than just what people want. Okay, you want to call it a cartoon, or
right.
You want to call it just an animation, or just a TV show, but it goes way deeper than that. Like, it goes way deeper. Because if you really sit down and watch it deeper than the story, you'll actually be able to pull back the layers and actually see that this is a way of life. Like, this is something that could really change your whole view on the whole world.
I think when I was I think it was 7th grade. I told you I played baseball.
Library. The library will close in 30 minutes.
Oop, we're wrapping up. But what's it called? So when I was in 7th, 8th grade, I tried out for our school baseball team and I got cut. And yes, my dad was a big help, like, encouraging me. But just like a lot of other kids, like, your parents aren't really the person that you listen to the best when you're that age, you know? And, like, I just remember, like, thinking about, like, you know, people like Naruto, who got exercised by the whole village. And, like, nobody really liked him. Nobody fucked with him, but he worked hard. He got stronger. And by the end of his series, he's got a freaking harem everywhere he walks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like, when I walked away from that, did I take, like, if I get stronger, I get bitches. No, that's not what I took from that. But what I did take from that is that, first off, not everybody is supposed to be kind to you, and not everybody will be kind to you. Second off, even if people care for you, that doesn't mean they're going to take care of every single step for you. You know what I mean? The third Hokage cared for Naruto. You know, a lot of people like to say he didn't give a shit about him. He threw him in a house and let him drink spoiled milk. Well, he wasn't going to make the kid's life. He wasn't going to turn him into a prince. That wasn't going to help him. You know what I'm saying? He is the nine-tailed fox. People are going to, when the third Hokage turns around, people are going to say nasty stuff about him.
Yeah.
So to let him get tough skin and to grow the way he did, but still be there in the background and have an Anbu Black Ops following Naruto around his whole childhood, that is care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that Naruto took that and took the good things that he did get and just multiplied it over and over and over again until he got to the harem and got to the everyone loves him in the village. That is something, you know, you take and you internalize as a little kid. So, I mean, I got bullied as a little kid and I got cut from my baseball team, and just all those little notches in my, like, personality, I think got saved by, like, anime. Yeah. And normal TV shows don't do that. I think I...
I think you hit it really, like, right on the head, like, right there. You summed up, like, the whole thing. Because I don't think that there's really too many more powerful things in this world other than anime.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people give anime really that much credit of how much, like, if you just give it a chance of how much you'll actually change, like, your whole worldview. And just, like, your whole view on even people, like, with anime. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, community in anime is, like, it's one of the most powerful things that you can have.
Yeah.
Because you have that community and you all share that same worldview. It's just kind of like, there's really nothing else that can...
Side note, but isn't it crazy how you can walk in a room and you can literally say something like Kamehameha Wave to one of your boys, and the only anime fan in the room is going to say, you just say Kamehameha Wave? Yeah. All right, let's talk. That's all it took. You know, you just overheard somebody else talking about it. You're like, that's a guy I want to be friends with.
Actually, that funny story. That's actually how I met my cousin, in which I found out he was my cousin like way later.
No.
In 8th grade, I met my cousin. He was drawing Goku.
Okay.
And I had walked in the classroom and I looked and I was like, because I didn't even know who he was at first. And I was like, hey, bro, I was like, you drawing Goku?
Your bangs off a little bit. No, I'm joking. I'm talking about you and looking at the drawing.
Yeah. I was like, bro, yo, you drawing Goku? He was like, yeah, me and my brother, we watch Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, yo, that's cool. I was like, me and my friends, like, we sit at lunch, we sit at this table over here. I was like, you could come and chill with us.
Because that's what we talk about.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. We talk about Dragon Ball, like, all the time. And ever since then, bro, like, after that, it was just history. Like, he just started hanging out with us and all that. And then down the line, I figure out that his aunt is sisters with my aunt. And I was like, wait, we're related? And he was like, yeah. She was like, that's my aunt. And I was like, that's my aunt too. And I was like, yo. And I was like,
cousins.
Cousins. And bro, I just had love for dude ever since. It's like, bro, it just ever been locked in ever since, bro.
For sure.
It's been crazy. But so we got like a few more minutes left. Is there any other questions you got for me or anything you want to say?
Please have me back. This was a blast. I'd love to do this again. That's what I was saying. If you can bring me back, I got nothing else to say, and I'll talk about it next time.
But I really appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
No, man. Thank you for having me.
I'm very grateful to be the first person to host you on their podcast. Yeah. And I can't wait to have you. I can't wait to have you back.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course.